Hey guys, so today I'm going to be cleaning the goat pens. They're a little overdue. I'm also going to be giving everyone some natural dewormer, and then I'm going to trim the boys' hooves and give them selenium and their copper. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get to that. Alrighty, so this is Miles. I just gave him everything and trimmed his hooves. Their necks are too thick for this, so their heads just pop right out, so I have to use a leash. So I might look into getting a different one. But yeah, so once I'm done with the other two, I'll show you them. I'll kind of discuss my breeding plans. I'm still not positive on what I'm doing, but I thought I'd at least give you my thoughts. Alrighty, so this is Chick. I just got him all done. Another thing I've been having issues with lately is foxtails. This area has a lot, but my hay, I'll show you. I bought from someone new this year, and there's foxtail in it. The first so many bales didn't have any, and then I started noticing the fuzzy pieces and didn't think much of it, but I saw someone post about their hay having foxtail, and when I was giving the does their copper, I noticed they had some stuck in their gums. So yeah, so my hay does have foxtail in it. That was the worst bale so far. I messaged the guy I bought it from. He said that there was only one section, so I'm hoping after I'm done with these few that there's no more, because dealing with foxtail sucks. They're pretty good about just kind of eating around it, and then I'll have to go in and scoop it out. As you can see, they didn't eat the foxtail, so I've just been scooping it out, but I'll go in and clean their pen and get it out. The problem with these guys is I don't have a hay feeder for him yet, so it's on the ground, so I just pulled a bunch out of his feet, but I've been checking their mouths and they don't have any foxtail. Only a couple of them did, so I've just been keeping an eye on it. I think because they obviously aren't starving, they eat around it the best they can. So, but yeah, it definitely sucks. So I might have to, well, I will find hay from someone else next year. Obviously I already bought a year's worth, so yeah, but anyway, Chick is done. I'll go grab the new buck, Thor, and then I will talk about my breeding plans. Alright, so this is Thor. He's the new guy. And again, with the foxtail, I just found a whole bunch in his beard. I didn't even think to look there, but I think I got most of it out. And his hooves were really overgrown. The woman that got him from said that his hooves grow crazy fast, so I just have to keep them up to date. But anyway, I got him because when was it? Well, I was gonna buy him instead of Boomer, but he was pretty pricey and I didn't have the money for him at that time. But his dam does have a decent udder and teats placed really well, which I really need to improve in my herd. And plus he was really far away. He was a few hours away, and so I've been looking for a new buck since I have Chick up for sale, and he was posted, and obviously when he was first interested, he was just a little baby, so I didn't realize it was the same goat. But when I got pictures of the dam, then obviously I knew. But he was bought by someone that's only like 20 minutes away, so it worked out really well, and he was cheaper, and I traded one of my doelings for him. But one thing I did not realize until after I had bought him and got his papers back, that he is inbred, or I mean, people call it line breeding, but for how closely related his parents were, I'm gonna consider it inbred, because his parents were half siblings. But I'm hoping it brings out the good qualities, not so much the bad, because when you line breed or inbreed, you're amplifying qualities, good and the bad, so you have to be really picky when you do it. So I'm hoping they knew what they were doing. Obviously his feet are not so good, so that's probably one of the bad qualities, but otherwise, structurally wise, he is actually a nice looking buck. He does have seems like decent brisket, which I really need in my herd. Obviously if he throws his dam's udder, that will be amazing. So I'm crossing my fingers that this was a good decision. But yeah, anyway, so my plan originally was to breed him with all of my does, to hopefully get that good udder in, especially since, Miles is related to a lot of my goats, old does anyway, and Chick is only related to one, but because of his leg issue, I didn't really want to use him a whole lot until I saw how his daughter looks. But all of his kids seem to have fine legs other than a slight toe out. I almost wonder if maybe Chick had an injury, which is why his whole leg is twisted. But I'm just gonna see how Chastity, she's over there on the other side of the fence, looks as she gets older. So I didn't want to use him a whole lot, but next year I am going to milk test all of my does. So in doing so, I'm hoping to get them their milk stars. And I would love, obviously it wouldn't be next year, but I would love to get another baby out of Miles so that I could possibly get him they could give him his plus B or whatever, so he could be a plus buck. He can never be a star buck because his mom died shortly after he was born and she was never put on milk tests. So but in order to do that, I believe I need to have 3 of his daughters from 3 different dams earn their milk star, and I have 3 of his daughters but only from 2 different dams. So I am thinking I might breed Miles with Fiona again, and maybe raise up a daughter, and then not next year, but the year after, put her on milk test. But I'm still trying to decide. But for the most part, I'm planning on using him on everyone but Fiona. I might put Chick on another doe just so he could at least get one, and then I can also look at the legs again. But for now, the plan is to use Thor on everyone but Fiona. And then I am also planning on reducing my herd numbers, which I don't know who yet because I really don't want to. But so Cookie will always stay. Cookie and Miles will always stay. I'm going to probably be rehoming 1 to 2, if not all, of the Rocky babies, these three chocolates. Iris, her udder is not much different than Cookie's. Cookie has a good udder, but her teats are small and point out. So I was hoping to improve that with Rocky, but she got the small teats and her udder isn't as high as Cookie's, so it's almost like it got worse. But before I make a decision, I want to see Ivy's and Clover's udder, because if I do want to keep one and Iris is the best of the three, I don't want to rehome her. So I will be waiting until they all have babies next year. Clover wouldn't get pregnant last year, so again, if she doesn't get pregnant this year, she obviously will go. She is like a lap goat. She's my baby. I love her, but I can't keep them if they're not gonna have babies. And you know, I might just rehome all three of them. I really do need to bring in new blood, or even, you know, just keep babies from him, but I'm at my max limit of goats I can keep. So I really need to remove some. And they're not bad quality by any means, it's just I can't have a whole lot of goats, and I would like to improve more. Those would be the first to go. Because as of now, you know, Cookie will never leave. She was my first registered doe. Miles was my first ever registered goat. Fiona may eventually leave. I love her to death, but her udder is not the best. But I haven't kept any daughters from her, so I don't know if she is just like a brood doe where she might not be the best of the best, but she might create really great kids. So she's one that I'm going to keep longer and hopefully raise a baby up next year. Hazelnut is beautifully built. I mean, she lacks brisket, and her udder could be a little bit better, like her teats, but she's beautiful, and I definitely feel like she can help improve babies, so she'll stay. Now I have Pepper and Mocha over there. Pepper's udder was beautiful. Unfortunately, she was only nursing a single, so I didn't get any actual good udder pictures. And she's also really good structure-wise, so she's staying. Mocha, body-wise, again, beautiful, but her udder lacks a little. But they are both first fresheners, so I'm going to give them another, a little bit longer. I don't think I'd ever rehome them because, well, one, they're bonded, and they are beautiful, so good quality, and I think I can use them to improve. But yeah, so the Rocky babies will be the ones probably going next year. So if that is something that you guys may be interested in, just follow along. I'll know after they have their babies, if they have babies. So, but yeah, I'm thinking Ivy will be the best of the three, but I won't know again until they have babies. Just right now, she's the best body-wise, so she's the top of my list. The other two will probably be the first ones to go. But yeah, so anyway, that's kind of my plans. I am gonna, again, I guess Chick is for sale. I might take him off the market if, his daughter is just amazing. Then I might use him more next year. I don't know yet. It's just right now he's for sale. So if he sells, he does. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated on everything. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up their pen, get the foxtail out of there, and hopefully the foxtail is not in the rest of my hay because it sucks dealing with it and I've never had to deal with it before. Yeah, so do not buy hay with foxtail. It's not fun. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.